Up first, a story not to be missed.
Every single year, hundreds of brave men and women sacrifice their lives in service to their community and this country. The National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, established in 1984, is dedicated to honoring the fallen, telling the story of American law enforcement, and making it safer for those who serve.
During the 25 years that I served just outside of Washington, D.C., we lost 16 of my peers. And it really did allow me to see the deep, visceral impact that every single one of those deaths meant to the surviving family members of those officers, to the men and women who I served with on the department, to the community in which they served. The start of the Memorial Fund is in 1984. Congressman Biaggi and Senator Pell had tried to get some legislation passed which would allow for the collection of monies to ultimately design and build the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. They do begin a pace to collect that money to design and then ultimately build the memorial, which was inaugurated in 1991. We have held an annual candlelight vigil, always on May 13th, to read aloud every single one of the names that has been added to our sacred walls. A central pillar of our organization is the memorial itself. We also have a second pillar, which is the museum right here. And our third and final pillar is what we refer to as officer safety and wellness.
Officer safety and wellness sort of encompasses a number of different programs. Our flagship program is Destination Zero, which is a best practice award program. Our next program is our cooperative relationship with NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The last program that we have is Safe Leo, which is suicide awareness for law enforcement officers. The officer safety and wellness pillar really has a twofold mission. The first one is making it safer for those who serve, and the second part of that is keeping names off of the memorial walls.
With over 100 interactive elements, the National Law Enforcement Officer Museum showcases some of the more than 25,000 law enforcement artifacts in the collection.
There's a number of reasons why this is an important story to tell. For current and retired law enforcement officers, coming here to the museum is a really important opportunity to see the work that you do in your community and how it impacts us on a national scale. In addition, we are here to inspire the next generation of law enforcement officers. The Hall of Remembrance honors the fallen officers from the previous year. The DuPont Gallery is our temporary exhibition space. We offer an array of programs. We have public programs, a robust volunteer program, sim programs, educational workshops. There's a lot of different people who benefit, really all visitors that come to the museum. The importance of the museum and our programs is really to tell the story of American law enforcement.
The memorial is here to honor our law enforcement officers that have given their lives protecting the citizens of this country. It is also here for their families to come to reflect, to see their names etched in marble. In the evening, that's my favorite time to come through here. The lights are on, the water's trickling in the reflecting pool. It's just very reverent.
A few years ago, we saw an uptick in officers being killed outside their vehicle and crashes, upticks in officers being ambushed. We looked at the data. We brought in the greatest minds from around the nation to create a best practice approach to keep officers safe in those situations and avoid and hopefully eliminate them. The memorial continues to survive and be a place where folks can come from around the nation to begin the healing process, to come in and learn about the honorable vocation of law enforcement.
With the support of their donors, nothing can stand in the way of honoring the fallen, telling their stories, and making it safer for those who serve.
We exist entirely on the generosity of donors from across the country. Every single year there are a variety of events that people can sponsor, contribute towards, and help us not just raise money, but also raise awareness. Help us to remind the nation of the terrible costs of preserving and protecting our democracy.
To learn more about the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, visit their website at nleomf.org or see the segment again on thebalancingAct.com.